Right. But how would it be done? Like you do one joke and then stop and get a laugh and say, all right, then your turn. You do a joke now. You know, like that. Yeah. Comedy got to have a flow to it. You know, once I'm rolling, I don't want to stop. Shit, you know, because remember those songs they playing. Those are songs they have produced in a studio. It's already tight. And you know what I'm saying? Let me see a versus where niggas gotta actually do it. Girls gotta sing right then and there each line. You know what I'm saying? Now it'd be totally different. But to play a record you have and sing along with it, nah. I mean, shit.
Well, how about something like this? Because you talked about Joe's and we all capped and did all that, went at each other back in the day, kind of like old school. What if some of our favorite comedians took it back to the playground and did something like that and kind of kept it that kind of format? Would you think that?
I like that, but brother, it is a different. See, now people can make stars of themselves without putting themselves in that position. Because let a nigga get capped on too hard, embarrassed. Then you know what I'm saying? He feel like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? But back in the days when you had no outlet but HBO or WB or whatever you had, you know, you had to kind of fuck it. I want to be seen. Let me do this. Now comics don't have to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. The top comics ain't gonna do that. They're like, nah, son, fuck that. I ain't get myself embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? I can get online and do my little skits or whatever I got to do. So, but I think it's, you know, on my show on if you go to YouTube, Comic Pierre, I have a thing where I just did two different versions of you know, snap battle. In fact, tomorrow we do the third version. You know, I got some of the best comics from Atlanta who can snap and put them together. But you ain't gonna get no real heads, you know, no old heads up in there. They ain't about to do that shit. You know what I mean? So,
they didn't want to get beat up too bad. I hear that.
Hell yeah. Egos.
Let's transition a little bit, man. I heard you talking a little bit on an interview, and you were talking about the whole shit with hip hop artists being incriminated in interviews and things like that. We had a good conversation on our podcast yesterday between my cousin and I, where we were talking about that. Where Charlemagne said some things, and we commented on his take on it, where he said it's 100% the artist blame for saying anything that they say on these interviews. And I think that you kind of feel the same. But before we go on how we feel, how do you feel about that? Vlad being accused for incriminating certain people within the industry and media being accused of asking incriminating questions. What do you feel about that?
Right. Well, at the end of the day, yes, as an artist, you have control. They're not forcing you to say this. But what I will say about Vlad, from outside looking in, he seems to go after artists who are in that realm. You know, Thug got criminal careers and shit, criminal records, or you know what I'm saying. You know, he seems to get a lot of those people. When I don't hear, when I click on him sometime and see an artist like a rapper, I'm like, who the hell does this do? And I go Google him. Well, he may have a criminal history, you know, or been around crime, or in a gang and shit. I'm like, well, why does he continuously get so many of those kind of artists? You know what I'm saying? The hood artists, the ones who have kind of records, or who've been through some stuff, or who have some records pending right now. You know what I'm saying? Some allegations pending. So he kind of goes with that crowd. So that's kind of on him. Why does he keep grabbing for those? Why don't you grab dudes who don't have that kind of record? You know what I'm saying? Who got clean records, who are cool. Why don't you do that, Vlad? Opposed to that. Now, back to the thing I said before. Well, if he grabs you and you doing some illegal shit and you want to talk about it, bro, I mean, shit, why would you do that? It's also because people trying to have that image of, I'm a toughest nigga around. I'm a street nigga. Let me tell you everything about me being a street nigga. Like, dude, real street niggas don't have to do that. Yeah. You know, I noticed this. The last 4 or 5 rappers, some of them I had never heard of before. They got killed. I went back and looked at their videos. They got stacks of money in their hands. They got guns in their videos. They're young black males. They talk about gang shit and talk about killing niggas. It's the same 4 or 5 things on every one of the people who I saw. Went back for the nigga from Louisiana, from Baton Rouge got killed, from, you know what I'm saying, from Mo 3, all of them. Why do they constantly do that? So now when I look at the video and I see a nigga with stacks of money in his hand, I'm gonna kill a nigga, shoot a nigga. All right, motherfucker. Well, shit happens, nigga. You know. Yeah. It is what it is. They're not talking about hollering at hoes only and driving whips and just being, you know, like Puffy and them did and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like living the good life, champagne, you know, caviar and drop. They want to show their guns and all that. So, bro, you showing that, you living that kind of lifestyle, what you expect?
Should Vlad get a pass for that? Even like his, you know, a lot of people criticize the type of question that he asks, you know, as far as like, you know, saying how much kilos did you sell? You took over the whole drug operation at 15. Like, should he get a pass? Because some people just want to give him 100% pass and say, I don't care what he does. You better not do.
Right. No, he's complicit in it too. You know, asking questions, because sometimes unfortunately, some people don't know no better. Not saying they don't know no better, but they get caught in like a deer in the headlights. These young, some of these niggas are real thug niggas from the streets. They don't know how to conduct themselves on an interview. They're gonna say what they're gonna say. You feel what I'm saying? So you can sit there and be like, Vlad, it ain't your fault. No, nigga, you know who you grabbing. You grabbing some of these young cats who aren't, don't have no etiquette when it comes to interviews. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to hold back something. They don't know what to do. Sure, they're to blame if they're gonna talk about it. But the same token, man, if it's a gun in the house and you keep it low and a kid gets it, who you gonna blame? Okay, the kid, motherfucker, or the gun? Put the gun high away where the kids can't reach it.
Right.
Because kids gonna grab stuff that they don't know better about, and you can say, no, well, there's adult males. Yeah, but still, every day you hear somebody killing somebody, and at the end of you can watch the first 48 hours, and motherfucker in the interrogation room crying, I ain't mean to shoot my nigga. I ain't mean to shoot him, man. What? I'm so scared of him. Well, every day shit happens. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Every day things happen. So I think if Vlad would cut back from only getting them thug ass niggas in his videos all the time, then maybe we wouldn't have a situation. But he goes for that low hanging fruit that he knows there might be some bullshit happen. And hey, and it happens. So I think they both. But I still gonna lean more on the artist because hey, it's your career, man. At the end of the day. And I've seen a couple of artists tell him, I ain't want to answer that. I ain't trying to talk about that. I've seen him do that.
Yeah, you got to kind of keep that mantra. You anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, no matter if you're in front of the police or not.
There it is.
We talked about it yesterday, man. We had DeHaven on here a couple of times. Shout out to DeHaven, Jay-Z's former best friend. Jay-Z came at him on a lot of records. They got a long history. We've had that brother on here, and we know Jay-Z's past. We'd be looked at crazy as hell if we ever talked to DeHaven. Like, how many bricks did you and Hov really sell? Y'all went down there and did this and did that. Our culture will look at us and disown us like it was nothing yet. Other people.
All right, I know what you're saying.
Talk about culture vultures, man. What do you think about the culture vulture movement and that whole conversation? I know you've heard it.
Right. People like Vlad, you talking about? Or people
hell yeah.
Like that? Basically pimping our culture.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, we believe it or not, what that white man did to black people 400 years ago is still seeping. We still feel like, we haven't made it unless they like us. I told somebody that one time. I don't like when a artist who's been making money with black people for their career all of a sudden gets on a white lick of some sort, whatever it is, get on a Justin Bieber record and blow up more, or be in a new TV show with white folks, and all of a sudden we start saying, "Oh, that nigga made it." That's being disingenuous to the people who have supported you for all the years before that, who kept you a car, a home, food. You made it with them. Once you do this thing for yourself, by yourself, and not have another day job, you made it. Now there's different levels of making it, but don't act like you didn't make it when you're, when the black folks were supporting you only. So with that being said, our mentality thinks it's white is right. White is right. So, we don't mind if a white man has more numbers on social media outlets, we're gonna go over there to him. And the worst part about it, we'll go over there to him and do what we want to do with him and not maybe support people like yourself. Oh, you ain't got enough numbers, nigga. This mother got 4 million followers. I mean, I don't know what followers y'all got, but you get what I'm saying. They go over there and they want to spill their guts over there. And we accept the white man treating us fucked up by making us say shit that we ain't supposed to do. If you do the shit, it's like, oh, nigga, why you do the shit? Well, nigga, why you accept Vlad for doing it? Or whoever other outlet. Why y'all accept that? It's the mentality, man.
Yep, that's 100, man. I appreciate you laying that out there, man.
Yeah,
definitely agree.